I have a take on Angel Reese that I'm sure will trigger a bunch of people, but I think Angel Reese, and I'm saying this with my chest out, I think she's quit.
The basketball world is shaking tonight because Angel Reese just made a move that no one saw coming. In a single decision, she managed to disrespect a legend, send a brutal message to her own team, and ignite a firestorm of controversy that fans cannot stop talking about. Yes, you heard that right. Angel Reese refused to wear a Candace Parker tribute shirt, and that one act has now spiraled into the biggest WNBA scandal of the year. At first glance, it may look small, a shirt, a pregame moment, a simple gesture of respect. But insiders are whispering that this wasn't an accident, it was a calculated statement. Angel wasn't just rejecting the shirt. She was rejecting what it stood for. And trust me, once you hear the real reason behind this, you'll never look at Angel the same way again. Because this wasn't about fashion, this was about power, about loyalty, about hidden resentment boiling over in front of the cameras, and the fallout. It's 100 times worse than anyone expected. Stick with me, because what I'm about to reveal will leave you shocked. By the end of this story, you'll see exactly why fans are saying Angel Reese just declared war inside Chicago. To understand the chaos Angel Reese just unleashed, we need to rewind and look at the full picture. Because this drama isn't just about a shirt, it's about a deep history of tension, hidden grudges, and unspoken rivalries that have been bubbling for years. Let's start with Candace Parker. A legend, a Chicago Sky icon, a two-time MVP, a player who many consider the face of women's basketball for more than a decade. Candace isn't just respected, she's worshipped. Her name carries weight, her presence demands respect, and when she returned home to Chicago, it was supposed to be the fairy tale ending to a legendary career. Fans adore her, the league honors her, and her own team, they treat her like royalty. Now enter Angel Reese, the rookie who refuses to be overshadowed, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie, the player who brought swagger, attitude, and unapologetic confidence into the WNBA. From her days at LSU, Angel built a reputation, fearless, outspoken, and unbothered by haters. She doesn't bow to tradition, and she doesn't care about paying her dues. To her, every court she steps on is her stage, and she's going to shine, no matter who stands in her way. So what happens when these two worlds collide? A legend, demanding respect, and a rising star who refuses to kneel. Behind the scenes, insiders whisper that the relationship between Candace and Angel was never smooth. From day one, people noticed subtle tension. Teammates claimed Angel would roll her eyes during film sessions when Candace spoke. Others recalled Candace being cold toward Angel after practices, as if she was reminding the rookie, "You're not on my level." But the drama really began earlier this season, when Chicago's PR team planned a massive tribute night for Candace Parker. A celebration. A chance for every player to wear special edition shirts with Candace's face and number on them as a show of respect. Every single teammate agreed. Every single player showed up in the shirt. But Angel Reese, she didn't single quotes T. Instead, she walked into the arena with her OWN custom outfit, a bold, flashy look that screamed individuality. Fans noticed instantly. Social media exploded. Some called her confident, others called her disrespectful. But the truth, Angel wasn't being careless. She was sending a message: I won't be forced to bow down to anyone, not even Candace Parker. And if you think this was a harmless choice, think again. Because what Angel did wasn't just a fashion statement, it was a declaration of war. By refusing to join in, she drew a clear line in the sand. This is her era now, and she won't play second fiddle to anyone's legacy. And here's the kicker. Insiders revealed that Candace herself saw Angel's choice and was furious. She didn't say much publicly, but behind closed doors, one source claims, Candace muttered, "She regret this." From that moment, the locker room was split. Half the players quietly sided with Candace, loyal to their veteran leader. The other half, they admired Angel's guts and boldness, seeing her as the future. What should have been a night of unity turned into the spark that ignited an all-out power struggle inside Chicago. And tonight, that power struggle just went nuclear. Because Angel's refusal to wear the shirt is no longer just a locker room rumor, it's a headline-making scandal that's tearing the team apart, shocking fans across the league, and raising one chilling question. Did Angel Reese just destroy her relationship with Candace Parker forever? The moment Angel Reese walked into that Chicago arena without Candace Parker's tribute shirt, the air shifted. Fans gasped. Cameras zoomed in. commentators paused mid-sentence. It wasn't just fashion, it was a statement, a rebellion, a slap in the face to everything Chicago had planned for their living legend. At first, people thought it was a mistake. Maybe she forgot the shirt, maybe her luggage got mixed up. But then, Angel doubled down. She strutted into the tunnel, chin high, posing for photos in her glittering designer outfit, as if to say, "Yes, I did this." And what? The tension carried on to the court. During warm-ups, Angel barely acknowledged Candace. No fist bump, no handshake, not even eye contact. Instead, she danced with her headphones on, smiling as if she owned the arena. Meanwhile, Candace stood off to the side, stone-faced, visibly irritated, and then boom. The cameras caught it. Candace Parker and Angel Reese exchanging words before tip-off. At first, it looked like playful banter. But when Candace's face hardened and Angel rolled her eyes, fans on Twitter went wild. One viral post read, "Did y'all see that? Candace told Angel to show some respect and Angel just laughed in her face. This is about to get ugly." The game itself, a disaster. Chicago was distracted, unfocused. Angel refused to pass the ball to Candace on 3 separate possessions. On the bench, Candace refused to sit next to Angel. And during a timeout, microphones picked up Candace, snapping, "This isn't about you tonight." To which Angel reportedly fired back, "It's always about me. That's why they watch." The drama spilled onto social media instantly. Leaked footage from a courtside fan showed Angel shrugging when teammates begged her to just put the shirt on before post-game interviews. She smirked and said, "I'm not a fan. I'm the future. Stop begging." And here's where the first twist drops, something no one saw coming. An insider leaked a private text exchange, allegedly between Angel and a close friend. In the screenshots, Angel reportedly said, "I don't care what Chicago thinks. I'm not here to worship Candace. They're going to have to choose who really runs this team and it's not her." That leak spread like wildfire. Fans were in shock. How could a rookie dare to challenge one of the greatest players of all time? Was Angel really trying to push Candace out of her own team? The fallout was immediate. Sports blogs labeled Angel disrespectful, while others called her the new face of fearless basketball. But here's the darker layer. Insiders whispered that Candace had already gone to Chicago's management, demanding they address Angel's behavior. One shocking report even claimed, Candace told execs, "If she wants this to be her team, fine. I'll walk away." Imagine that. Candace Parker threatening to leave because of Angel Reese, a legend pushed to the edge by a rookie's defiance. And yet, Angel didn't back down. In fact, during her post-game interview, she smiled at the cameras and said, "I don't follow traditions. I set them." The crowd gasped. Reporters' jaws dropped. Candace reportedly stormed out of the locker room without speaking to anyone. The lines were drawn. Respect shattered. The rookie versus the legend war had officially begun. But just when fans thought they had seen the peak of the drama, another revelation was about to surface. Something bigger, nastier, and even more shocking. Because the real reason Angel refused to wear that shirt wasn't about fashion, ego, or even rebellion. It was about a hidden secret involving Candace herself, one that Angel was prepared to expose to the entire world. And when that came to light, everything we thought we knew about this feud flipped upside down. If you thought Angel Reese's defiance was already explosive, brace yourself, because what happened next sent the entire basketball world into a frenzy. The feud wasn't just about a shirt. It wasn't just about ego. It was about a secret so heavy that when it leaked, fans swore this was the beginning of the end for one of the WNBA's biggest legends. It all began with a cryptic Instagram story Angel Reese posted just hours after the game. A simple black background with white letters. "Stop pretending. The truth always comes out." Within seconds, fans speculated she was aiming directly at Candace Parker. And then, boom, screenshots began flooding Twitter. Alleged private DMIs between Angel and a close confidant surfaced, where she reportedly hinted that Candace had been holding onto a controversial deal behind the team's back. One message read, "She ain't no hero. She's been cashing checks while selling out Chicago. They need to know what she's really been doing." This was the spark. Within an hour, hashtags like #TeamAngel and #Candace Exposed were trending nationwide. Fans were no longer debating shirts, they were demanding answers. What was Candace hiding? And then came the shocking reveal. A so-called insider leak from a Chicago sports blog claimed Candace Parker had signed a quiet endorsement contract with a rival sponsor, a deal that allegedly benefited her personally, but forced several younger teammates, including Angel, out of their own opportunities. In other words, Candace was accused of blocking the next generation to keep her spotlight. The betrayal was too much for Angel's supporters to handle. On Twitter, one fan wrote, "So Candace wanted Angel to honor her, while secretly cutting her off from millions. Nah, Angel was right to not wear that shirt. She knew the truth." Another viral thread added fuel to the fire. Angel isn't disrespectful. She's brave. She's standing up to a system built to protect legends at the expense of rookies. This isn't about a shirt, it's about power. And just like that, the narrative flipped. Angel went from cocky rookie to truth-teller in the eyes of thousands, but Candace, she wasn't staying silent. Reports claim she held a private, closed-door meeting with team executives the very next morning, and though no cameras were allowed, one leaked transcript sent shockwaves. Allegedly, Candace slammed the table and shouted, "If Angel thinks she can destroy my legacy, she has another thing coming. I built this league. She'll be gone before I ever will." That statement only poured gasoline on the fire. Fans couldn't believe Candace, always seen as classy, composed, and inspirational, was now being painted as a ruthless gatekeeper. And then, as if things weren't already messy enough, another bomb dropped. A former teammate of Candace's, whose name was kept anonymous in reports, spoke out on a podcast. They claimed, Candace has always been two-faced. To the cameras, she's the mentor, the role model. Behind closed doors, she makes sure nobody threatens her crown. The internet lost it. Was Angel Reese simply the first player bold enough to say what others had been whispering for years? By now, Chicago fans were completely divided. At one game, half the crowd cheered for Candace during introductions, while the other half chanted Angel's name louder than ever. The tension wasn't just inside the locker room anymore. It was spilling into arenas, streets, and endless online wars. And just when everyone thought things couldn't possibly escalate further, Angel herself went live on Instagram. Tens of thousands of fans tuned in, waiting for her to speak. She stared into the camera, calm but defiant, and said only this: "I didn't wear the shirt because respect is earned, not forced. And one day soon, y'all will see exactly what I mean." She ended the stream abruptly. No explanation. No details. Just that chilling promise. The world was left in chaos. What else did Angel know? What secret was she threatening to expose? The feud had gone beyond basketball. This wasn't about teammates anymore, this was about legacies, money, and the future of the league itself. And the scariest part, Angel hadn't even played her biggest card yet. The moment Angel Reese's Instagram live ended, the internet erupted into complete chaos. It was no longer just a basketball feud, it had become a national conversation. News outlets, sports analysts, and even celebrities were weighing in, and the reactions were anything but calm. Within minutes, ESPN's First Take ran a fiery segment. Stephen A. Smith leaned across the desk, his voice booming. "If what Angel is hinting at is true, then we are talking about one of the biggest scandals in WNBA history. Candace Parker is a legend, but no legend is untouchable." Twitter was an all-out war zone. Fans who once idolized Candace were now demanding accountability, while Angel's supporters crowned her the future of the league. One viral tweet read, "Candace built the WNBA, sure, but Angel Reese, she's about to burn it down and rebuild it stronger." Meanwhile, others weren't buying it. A trending hashtag #RespectCandace gained traction, with fans defending the veteran. One user wrote, "Angel owes everything to players like Candace. She's biting the hand that paved the way. Disgusting." The divide was vicious. Some saw Angel as a fearless truth-teller taking on a corrupt system. Others painted her as an arrogant rookie who didn't know her place, and then came the celebrity reactions. Rapper Lil Durk, a Chicago native, tweeted, "If Angel Reese got receipts, drop them. Don't tease, expose it all. Chicago need to know the truth." Meanwhile, former NBA star Dwyane Wade weighed in cryptically on Instagram. "Sometimes heroes stay too long in the spotlight. Sometimes it's the new voices that matter most." Fans immediately speculated he was siding with Angel. But perhaps the most shocking reaction came from within the WNBA itself. An anonymous executive allegedly leaked to a sports blogger that league officials were panicking. According to the report, the WNBA thrives on its legends, but if Angel's claims gain traction, sponsors could turn on Candace. The league is scrambling to keep this under control. That leak made everything 10 times worse. Suddenly, this wasn't just a feud, it was an existential crisis for the WNBA. Major sponsors began trending on social media, with fans tagging brands like Nike and Gatorade demanding they pick a side. One fan tweet with over 200,000 likes read, "If Nike sticks with Candace after this, I'm done. Angel Reese is the future, invest in her or lose us." The media frenzy only escalated when TMZ dropped a bombshell of their own. Grainy footage allegedly showing Angel Reese leaving a late-night meeting with an unnamed league official. The speculation was instant. Was Angel being pressured to stay silent? Was the WNBA trying to buy her silence? Fans weren't letting it slide. Instagram was flooded with comments like, "Angel, don't let them silence you. Tell us everything. Candace is finished if this comes out. No way she survives this." By now, the storyline had taken on a life of its own. The public wasn't just watching it, was demanding the next chapter. Everyone wanted to know, was Angel bluffing, or was she sitting on the kind of evidence that could destroy Candace's career forever? And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any more intense, a mysterious post appeared on Twitter from a burner account allegedly linked to a former teammate of Candace. It read, "Y'all don't even know the half of it. Wait till the files drop." The internet froze. What files? What more was there to expose? The drama wasn't slowing down. It was only getting darker, deeper, and more dangerous. And the scariest part, the next twist was about to change everything, just when the drama seemed to be spiraling out of control. Angel Reese unleashed a move that no one saw coming. For days, she had hinted, teased, and dropped cryptic messages, but this time, she decided to play her hand. At 2 a.m., Angel posted a single photo to her Instagram story. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't even clear. But it sent the entire internet into absolute meltdown. The image showed what appeared to be a handwritten letter, dated 2 years ago, with Candace Parker's name at the bottom. The letter looked like a private message addressed to a Chicago Sky executive. And though parts were blurred, one line stood out in bold clarity: "Angel Reese will never replace me. Do not let her become the face of this team." The internet exploded instantly. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. Was Candace really plotting against Angel before she even joined the league? But here's where things got even crazier. Within minutes, the post disappeared. Deleted, gone. Too late. Screenshots were everywhere. Twitter was on fire. TikTok conspiracy theories exploded overnight. One viral video screamed, "Candace tried to sabotage Angel Reese before she even wore a Chicago jersey. This is deeper than we thought." But the story didn't end there. Because hours later, a leaked voicemail surfaced online. A distorted audio recording allegedly captured Candace's voice saying, "She's not ready. She doesn't deserve it. As long as I'm here, Angel Reese will never run this team." The clip spread like wildfire. News outlets picked it up. Fans dissected every syllable. Was it really Candace's voice, or a deepfake? The debate raged on, but the damage was already done. By morning, Angel had gone completely silent. No tweets, no posts, nothing. And that silence only fueled more chaos. Insiders whispered that Angel had been contacted directly by the league office. Rumors swirled that she was being pressured to tone it down or risk suspension. Others speculated she was working with a legal team, preparing to drop a full evidence package that could end Candace's career. Meanwhile, Chicago Sky fans were torn apart. Outside the arena, groups of supporters held signs reading, "Stand with Angel, Candace equals fraud, we demand the truth." But across town, Candace loyalists rallied with their own signs, "Respect the legend, Angel is jealous." The divide was no longer just about basketball, it had become cultural, generational, and personal. And then came the final shocker. A mysterious hacker group calling themselves the Sky Exposed posted a chilling message online: "We have the full files. If the truth isn't revealed by next week, we'll release everything ourselves." Screenshots attached to the post showed encrypted folders labeled contracts, emails, Candace B_confidential. The internet froze. If these files were real, then the scandal had only scratched the surface. And just like that, the cliffhanger was set. Was Candace Parker truly guilty of sabotaging Angel Reese? Or was Angel being manipulated in a bigger game she couldn't control? One thing was clear: this war was far from over, and the next chapter could destroy careers, reputations, and the very image of the WNBA itself. And now, after everything we've just uncovered, we have to ask, what side are you on? Do you believe Angel Reese was right to stand her ground, refuse to wear that Candace Parker shirt, and finally expose the truth? Or do you think Angel has gone too far, twisting the story to create a storm that could end a legend's career? Because let's be honest, this is bigger than basketball. This is about legacy, power, and respect. Angel Reese has risked everything to send Chicago a message they can't ignore. But with the sky-exposed hackers threatening to drop those files, the entire WNBA could be thrown into absolute chaos within days. So here's what I want from you, the Rio fans. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Should Angel go all in and release the full receipts against Candace? Or should she back off before the situation spirals completely out of control? And don't just sit back, hit that like button. If you think Angel Reese is fighting for the future of women's basketball, smash subscribe if you're ready for the next explosive update. Because trust me, what's coming next could change everything. Because remember, the leaked letter was just the beginning, the voicemail was just the setup, the files waiting to be released. That's the end game. This story is nowhere near finished, and when the truth finally drops, it could destroy the image of the Chicago Sky, shake the WNBA to its core, and crown a brand new queen of the game. So buckle up, turn on notifications, because the next chapter, it's going to be darker, louder, and more shocking than anyone expects. This war is just getting started.